That guy, I know that guy. Look, the owner there. You could tell he's sitting there, and I know he has no cars.
Yeah.
And he has two people who have reservations sitting there in front of him.
Right.
And he's like sitting there for a few minutes. He walks over to the box and says, "Good news, guys! I can upgrade one of you to a Chevy Tahoe."
Oh wow!
And the other lady was there before me.
Yeah.
Which also scared me because how long she'd been there, I don't know.
Right.
So she said, "Well, how big is it?" I just said, you were here first. If you don't want it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So we all went back and looked at it. And she says, "I don't know if I can park that."
I don't know if I can park that. I mean, I could eventually, but I'm not sure how long it would take me.
I'm just like, if you don't want it, I'll take it. And the guy's like, "I'll give you a half tank of gas." So he gave me like 13 gallons of gas.
I was going to say, yeah, half a tank of gas is a full tank on my car. Like, the tank in my car is 12.4 gallons.
Yeah, the Fit has a 10-gallon tank or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks.
Yeah. Oh, man. You need to, wear a cowboy hat while you drive that thing. Like, the hat stays in the seat. You get out of the car, you leave the hat. So that way, anytime anybody drives it, cowboy hat. Either that or you need, a shotgun.
I mean, yeah, why not? I just want to walk in there and say, "I'll need a shotgun."
Why?
I rented a Tahoe.
Yeah. Does it have a trailer hitch on it?
I didn't look. It's like, my cat, they told me he was a girl.
Yeah.
Look.
You didn't look at your cat's trailer hitch either. Hey, Internet! Highway 47 Productions here with you tonight. Or today, I don't know, whatever time you're watching this, listening to this. And we are here with another Star Trek The Next Generation commentary. We have kind of run low on our backlog, and so we can't afford to wait for poor Scrodrick to get over his sore throat or the flu or, gonna surf a hippolytus or whatever he's got from working around sick people all the time. He doesn't have a voice tonight, so he's not with us. But I'm Shaggy B, here as always, with the main man, the man with the plan. His name ain't Stan, he's Dracofunk. Say something to the people.
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, he's there.
Scrodrick could be here. He'd just be very quiet.
He would be. That's a good point. Maybe he is here. You'll never know.
I'll know.
He's not here. Anyway, so we're here tonight, and it's okay, because this is an awkward episode anyway. We are watching Star Trek The Next Generation episode 10 from season 1, episode 10 overall, titled Haven. And this is the first appearance of everybody's favorite in-law, Lwaxana Troi. And I'm not usually a fan of Lwaxana Troi episodes, not so much because I think the character's done badly. I think she's done brilliantly. I think she's very well written. And I think Michelle Barrett does a great job, but it's just the awkwardness. It's done so well that it's painful in a very perfectly executed way. And I cringe watching it. What are your thoughts on Lwaxana Troi? That sums up mine pretty well. That sigh there.
I agree. It's a good character, and her episodes are hit or miss. I don't think she should have ever been on Deep Space Nine.
Definitely not. No.
Yeah.
And it got to the point they were relying so much on Next Gen, in the early seasons of Deep Space Nine and Voyager, that I was surprised not to see her on Voyager. Q made it to all three, and I kept waiting for the Lwaxana Troi episode on Voyager. And I know they're on the other end of the galaxy and everything else, but still, I actually was surprised that she never made it over there.
She could have been assimilated by the Borg and transport conduit over there. and Janeway could have saved her, and then she would have been stuck on the ship for the rest of the trip.
I want to repress that thought. Wow. Okay. Well,
she would have had an unreasonable crush on Tuvok.
I was about to say Chakotay, but you're right. It would be Tuvok, wouldn't it? It would be the stoic, all business sort of guy.
That's who she goes for. Think about it. Picard, Odo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's her type.
That one guy she almost married who decided not to because, he saw her naked.
Wow. I never realized that till now. That's like equivalent to making it through the ceremony and not getting left behind at the altar, but then in the bedroom. Ouch. No wonder she was crazy. Wow. Poor Majel Barrett Roddenberry, I'm sure. Okay.
She was actually, I've seen her in other things, and I loved her character in them.
Oh, yeah, she's great. She's great. She was in the original pilot for the original Star Trek, and she did great there. And of course, that was, if you look at Lwaxana Troi and Number One from The Cage in the original series, like, to me, it's almost impossible to believe that they're the same actress.
Yeah.
She does so well in each one. And to me, that's a hallmark of a really good character actor. I mean, you recognize William Shatner and everything. You recognize, whoever, because they're stars, but, a character actor is something different.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I better quit stalling. We're going to have to start this episode, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right. You want to give them the rundown about how to watch it along with us?
Hey, so here's what's going to happen. You should put our video, or by now you've probably already done this, on a lot of people have been putting it on their phone and then, letting it play in the background while they watch on their computer, TV, Roku, Fire Stick, Hotbox. I don't know what that is. PlayStation, Xbox, not Hotbox.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to listen to this while you're hotboxing, it might be more entertaining. I don't really know. Presuming I have the right definition of hotbox, there's been some controversy lately over what Urban Dictionary things actually mean, but I think I know that one. Not from experience, by the way.
Anyway, we're going to give you a 5-second countdown, and you should hover your mouse or the remote or whatever, your finger. Touchscreens are big nowadays. Just hover over that play button.
That's what the kids like, is those touchscreens these days.
Them kids
and their technology and their thumbs.
That's the first time I think you've ever made me feel old. Thanks.
What, you didn't have thumbs back when you were a kid? You just used them differently, right?
We need to get on with this.
We do. All right. Okay, so let's do it. This is Star Trek The Next Generation, Episode 10, Haven, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. By the way, we didn't mention, this is actually the fourth episode, the third episode produced. Despite being released as episode 10 in production order, it's episode 3. So expect some more of the awkwardness from the Naked Now. So that's about when they made this.
Yeah, this aired November 28th, 1987.
Is that Thanksgiving?
It's close to it. Oh. We could have been watching this over a turkey dinner.
Could have been.
They are totally playing those harps.
Absolutely.
What are you thinking about, Riker?
Lieutenant Yar. Oh, man.
I was watching the Harp Girls. I wonder if
didn't you and I spend like a whole evening just watching girls play harp on YouTube, like, recently?
Sort of.
Yeah.
I wonder if that harp video was like that fencing video I found once.
Oh. Now you got to tell the story.
Later.
Okay.
We're not sure. Speaking of hotboxing. Get a little closer, Yar.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Why would Troi even come?
The box called her. See?
Ha ha ha. That's not a creepy box.
Regardless of what it means, she's reacting appropriately. I want the face to pop up. Don't touch them, Lieutenant Yar! Ha ha ha!
I really wanted that box, but right before it to pop out like that, just to go, oh.
That sort of thing.
Hey, if you're watching this on Netflix, do not hit that skip intro button.
If you do, we'll tell your parents.
And then they'll have an arranged marriage to some guy or girl you've never met. And they'll announce it by sending you a creepy box with a face on it that will,
vomit out a bunch of beads all over your best friend.
Let's go with vomit.
Yes, let's.
So, IMDb gives this episode a rating of 6.3, which is actually a little bit less than the mean for season 1 episodes.
I was going to say, is that the worst so far?
No, Code of Honor was 5.2.
Okay.
I think that's the lowest so far, as it should be.
Yes.
Justice was actually given a 6.0 rating.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Well, the acting is better in this episode, I'll say that. And I think the directing probably will turn out to have been better.
This episode is equally rated among Lonely Among Us and I just forgot the other episode. The Last Outpost.
Okay. The 2 Ferengi episodes?
Yeah.
I have to say, I went back and I watched Code of Honor with our commentary, and I don't feel like we really... I think we held back on our offense in that recording.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. What, a box would vomit jewels all over you? Yeah.
Mm.
You met her like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. He'd be like, well, I wish you guys the best. Just like
okay. It was good to meet you, you know?
Yeah, if this would have happened like in the 4th season, this would be like a big deal. But this early on, it's...
Maybe that was why they made the decision to air it later.
He's going to jump on the first command opportunity he has.
Yeah, they're aliens.
Naked. To be fair, he will dance at her wedding.
True.
Should I beam them aboard? Or no?
What's up with that hat? Your hat is like sideways. I've seen 2 feet of it. Looks great.
Is that the guy that played like old Wesley Crusher?
No, that guy was like way more manly. Remember, he had like a chin and like shoulders and stuff. This guy just has a triangle. Like they sewed a triangle onto his shirt to make it look like he has broad shoulders, but he doesn't. I'm sorry, whoever played this, the actor, you're a perfectly masculine guy, but you know, I have to riff on something.
Can you please, they can hang out in the brig. Hi, I'm just gonna rub my boob.
He's got his plexiglass security blanket there.
That's the creepiest transporter chief I've ever seen.
I don't remember him ever again.
There, no warning would suffice.
No. See, because women pack way too much stuff is the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come, Lurch.
I actually like Mr. Home.
I'll be too, yeah.
uh, hmm. Oh my.
Check out the light pattern on the turbo lift. Like, it's just spinning in circles. Like, just rotating in place.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of miss bead curtains. That was a thing.
Uh,
For example, I'm thinking, I can't stand you, and I'm not saying it.
hmm. Half Betazoid.
She'll half honor them.
Yeah.
I wonder if the upside down triangle was a hint. Like, in the 80s, that was a gay pride symbol.
Oh yeah, the B plot.
Oh, yeah. I've usually tuned out by this point in this episode.
Stargate.
I like the mushroom window.
They are the only starship in the sector.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, they're the flagship. If anybody's going to, show force, it should be the most capable and toughest starship ever built, right?
Yes. What is that by his bed? It's like
I was just thinking, it's like a table. And it's definitely a round bottom flask with a tea spout.
because she's half Betazoid.
I get it.
Oh look, it's a space painting on the space wall.
In space. Yeah, why would they decorate the walls of their spaceship with more star fields? Although, I mean, I guess people have like landscapes on the walls of their houses. So,
Yes.
$400.
He supposes. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All that 80s hair.
That's, she's a psychologist. She should be like, huh.
You're insane. All right. But, she's failed to relieve the captain of duty like 3 times now.
That's more than a childish fantasy, the way he's like clutching it.
Yeah.
I know what a psychologist would say about that.
If only we had one here.
I'm just gonna let like my 20 years of obsession just fade away.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It's not bothering me or anything. It's not like I hear her voice every day whispering my name. Oh, did I tell you that happens? Several hours.
Several hours.
It is.
It is indeed.
Oh, that's how they include the doctor.
I really wish they would fix that seam between the carpet and the view screen. It's been several hours. Approaching apron. If only we had some sort of device to sense the status of other ships.
Or a person who could like read their thoughts.
Yeah. Good thing we're not human. Oh.
Her hair seems especially red this episode.
It gets lighter as the series goes on. If only somebody in this room had experience with starship life, like 25 years of command experience or something like that.
Yeah. Let's not worry about the plague ship coming over. Let's talk about the wedding.
Yeah. A test tube full of chemicals.
Yar's urine sample.
They had to test to see if she's pregnant. They tested for nanites.
Mm.
Look at Data back there not feeling emotions. Data just not feeling emotions at all back there.
Oh God.
Oh God. Never ask her who she is. Never ask. It's all scientific, like laboratory glassware. Look at that.
Because it's like space cups in space.
Yeah. Man, the captain is such a good diplomat. I'm gonna try that one out next time.
Oh look, Picard's drinking. Like,
Yellow.
are all the men drinking yellow and the women red, except for
No, except for Yar.
and Riker? Oh, and Geordi.
Oh, that one's green. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. See, because I drink a lot. Okay, this is a pretty good gag.
Data, I'm going to creepily stand right behind him. Is her hair short suddenly?
She
What?
she folded it into like a diaper or something. Stand in one spot.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Must be a loud gong. Oh, see, in growth. Get it? Plant.
Mm. Oh no, the creepy vine.
See, she's in growth. See.
Mm-hmm. Where are all these other people who are just like on the outside of the table?
That's a good question.
Like, you hear this conversation in the background?
Peas and carrots. Peas and carrots. Peas and carrots.
Pass the peas. Pass the peas. Like, who's that girl just sitting behind the gong?
I've been that person before. Your seat's over here behind the gong. Okay. I hate this episode.
Hey, that was actually the best part of the episode.
I know, that's the problem. At least she got like a fancy jumpsuit for the episode about her.
Didn't Marina Sirtis hate this jumpsuit?
Yeah, I've seen interviews with her where she's like, yeah, this just they just put arrows on it pointing to my fat rolls. But you know, I don't see him.
Go back and watch your Harp Girls, Wrecker.
Yeah.
How'd he get in here?
The door.
I didn't hear the door, did you?
No, I didn't. That's pretty badass.
I need to go consider that Torellian situation.
He's got a punching bag in there with his face on it and spray painted Torellian situation on it.
So
that time I heard the door.
Yeah. So was he just like skulking in the corner, like behind a gong or something?
It's in the holodeck with the biggest gong in the world on a sledgehammer, like, whang, eat your damn food. I saw my dad naked. You're a psychologist. Please help me.
I stood there and watched him for a few minutes too.
Where's my plexiglass security blanket? Do you like me? Viola solo, appropriate. I think that was a viola. Not sure if it was.
I'm gonna touch your shoulder. Right.
I mean, maybe you run the bases differently in the 24th century. I don't know.
We do realize, we don't want to like offend them.
Yeah.
If there's only some way to like keep them out of transporter range.
If only there was some kind of beam they had.
To like tractor them.
They have to save power on the tractor beam, though. Remember the lecture?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Oh, the plague ship. Everybody might have died.
That's totally Barbarella's ship.
Like all those people on the looking at those view screens are like totally tripping out.
Yeah. You ever seen the movie Barbarella?
Yes.
Okay. It's totally that ship. That's what happened is he saw Barbarella when he was like too young to understand it and didn't really remember it. And he was just trying to draw Jane Fonda. Oh, hey, it's the opening music from Encounter at Farpoint.
I mean, so they've traveled in sublight for years.
I mean, they didn't have anything else to do. So what kind of plague is it that takes like decades to run its course?
Life.
I guess.
Where, where's my good friend Wesley Crusher? I have another question.
What's that?
Have you seen Worf this episode?
No, I haven't.
I mean, I know he's been in every episode.
Huh. Maybe this is the first one he's not in.
And where's Wesley?
Who cares? I was listening to an audiobook today that said that same thing exactly. The big one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's his gay pride sweater again. He's had the same pants on the entire time he's been on that ship.
You know, bachelors, young single guys, they don't have time to do the laundry.
That's true.
A little bit of Febreze, it's good to go.
That
was Riker's urine sample.
in your purple jumpsuit.
So he totally knows at this point that he's leaving.
Yeah. And now so does she.
It's like that guy.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I hate when that happens.
Sample.
It's full of all the tranquilizers he needed to sleep after watching that guy kiss his woman. They never catch anybody in time. This set reminds me of Deep Space Station K7 from The Trouble with Tribbles. Luke Skywalker?
The other one was Anakin. This isn't creepy at all. Yes, enough for one of you. I really wanted to break out into like an 80s music video right now.
Every time I see the hair in this episode, even Tasha's hair, it's been like...
Yeah, what was with Tasha's hair?
It was like... extra fantastic. So what is Deanna feeling right now? Like... Oh, okay, well, I guess she's telling us. But like... You think she feels like jealousy, you know? Like, would this feel like rejection? Would it feel like being cheated on? Like, I would have no idea how to process this.
I don't think she does either. Like right there, that's the face of I have no idea what just happened.
It's the face of I kind of like that guy, I guess. What the hell?
It took me like a long time. By a long time, I mean like half a day to decide. Oh crap! I'm gonna get married to a stranger. I don't know. I don't want to do this. Yes, I want to do this. I'm fine doing this. Oh, never mind.
What a day. Come on, Captain.
You have a fully functional android.
That's true.
I forgot he spoke ever.
I think that's the only line he ever delivers. And take your clothes off once in a while for me.
Mm-hmm.
Straight into the planet.
Everybody's hair was really weird in this episode.
Well, again, it was the third episode produced, so.
I mean, the doctor's hair, Tasha's hair.
Well, that one's in the books, thank God. I don't like that episode.
Here's the thing. It was so unrememberable that I don't remember. The only thing I remember is the gong.
Yeah, I remember the gong. Well, I remember the gong. I remember Ham's line. I didn't want to spoil that. I remember Data being really awkward. But I have to say though, watching it critically, like we have been with all these, the pacing is much better than most of the episodes up to this point. The directing is leagues ahead of everything else. It feels more put together than the other episodes we've seen, except for maybe the pilot. But
I don't know. I think where none have gone before. What was it?
I think it's where no one has gone before in the title.
Yeah.
There's an argument to be made for that, I suppose. I don't know. I think this was done really cleanly.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. I think this is one of the first ones that we really see most of the characters gel pretty well with each other.
Yeah, I mean, Worf was awesome.
He was great in this episode. Best performance so far.
And Will Wheaton.
Oh, yeah. He gave Wesley everything that Wesley deserved in this episode for sure. I'm sorry, Will Wheaton, if you ever listen to this. I don't know why you would.
He's an awesome guy.
He is. He's a great guy.
Really is.
And he's a fantastic writer. Have you ever read any of his actual published works?
I haven't.
You should. He does
really
well.
Should.
Yeah.
I need to read more.
Yeah.
All this adult stuff I have to do. And I don't mean like
the fun kind.
Yeah. Hey, I had fun watching this, even though albeit remotely with a good friend of mine, and that's what this is all about.
Exactly, and I had fun too. And even the bad episodes are still good TV because it's Star Trek: The Next Generation, and anything shared with a friend is a good time. And we all hope you had fun, and we're glad to be your surrogate friends to replace the friends that don't watch Star Trek with you, or to be an extra part of your group, or just to be, guys you hate, but you listen to this anyway as some sort of self-punishment for, some sin that you've committed. I don't know. This got weird real fast.
Yeah. Can I leave you with a word for the day?
Yes, you may.
Hotbox.
Hotbox. Good night, everybody.
Don't put that on the recording.
I will not. I promise.